it. Yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried.
That was Megan Thee Stallion admitting on Instagram Live that Day's son, also known as Tory Lanez, shot her.
Yeah.
In the foot. Speak on it.
Was he denying it?
What she claims, I don't think he said anything. He hasn't been on Instagram. He hasn't been on social media. I think the last thing somebody said that they saw him at McDonald's in Miami. I mean, he's got to eat
that 20-piece.
He's got to eat still. I mean, I will judge him off of his sauces. But
the Diet Coke.
If he doesn't get randoms, then he's a weirdo. But so she says it, and she claims that people from his team went to a blog and tried to make him the victim. That is why she put this post up.
Okay. I mean, I think it's just kind of like, seems to me like she's cutting through the bullshit. But I don't know much on the story.
Okay.
But I feel like sometimes, and I'm generalizing here, if the other person is so silent, it kind of seems like just don't say anything at all because you're not the victim. But again, I'm generalizing.
Let me give you a breakdown of the story.
Okay.
It is said that they went to Kylie Jenner's house. Tory Lanez lives in Miami, so he came to LA to go to this event. It was him, Meg Thee Stallion, her friend, Tory's security in the car. They were having an argument. Meg Thee Stallion stepped out of the car. Tory pulled the gun out. She was walking away. And he shot her in the foot. And allegedly.
Right.
From there, the cops came. She told the cops, I stepped on glass. Because she didn't want to say, in a time where police are a certain way with black people, she didn't want to tell the cops that there is a gun in the car and that Tory shot her. She was trying to protect him. She went to the hospital. They said, this is not glass. You have bullets in your foot. She got shot twice, or one and maybe a ricochet or so. And she said, even then, I didn't want to tell the nurse because I thought the nurse might have been affiliated with the police. I told them, it's not bullets, it's glass. I got the surgery. That's why we're seeing her twerk on a boat and all this and stuff. Now, Tory hasn't directly said anything.
Right.
But perhaps, and I haven't seen it, so I can't confirm that it came out. I don't know. But there was a blog that came out making Tory to be the victim. Meg says her friend was there. There's a witness. They saw that Tory shot her. Now, the reason why that's important is because Meg was walking away. She had her back turned, and Tory shot her, or that's what they say.
Possibly, yeah.
Now, the lawyer can always say, well, if you had your back turned, how do you know who shot you?
Yeah.
So that's why it's all alleged.
I get the whole, like, trying to protect from the police, but I guess now I'm like, then why say anything at all? Is he like, oh, no, I didn't do it? Is it because of a blog post? Because of protecting him?
Because of the blog post.
And she wants him to just be like, I did it. I shot you in the foot, possibly. Maybe.
That's a good question. Maybe she wants him to go to jail.
She changed her mind. You know what I mean? Because it's like, why not in the moment be like, yeah, this fool shot me.
No, she was scared. Like, she thought that if she had told, you know, the whole Philando Castile situation, he said, yeah, I have a gun in the car, and they shot him in front of his kid. So I think in her mind, she was like, I don't want to say there is a gun in the car that's loaded, and then the cops are going to pull their gun out and start shooting us.
Right, yeah.
So I think now that she's protected the guy and his team is making it seem like he's the victim, she's like, I've had enough. I'm no longer in the hospital. My foot is fine. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just like it's a weird situation because it's like she protected him and then wants him to say something. Now, it kind of seems like, personally, I would just want to not be in the headlines about blog post or not. I would just be like, I'm going to handle this, you and me, our people and our people, and figure it out, rather than going on Instagram Live and being like, well, where you at? You shot me or you didn't, type of thing. Because I'm not really sure what she's looking for as far as him to come forward or not.
I mean, that's a great question. What does Meg want? Does she have a criminal lawyer? Does she have a civil lawyer? Like, I don't know.
Right. I don't know.
Do you listen to Tory Lanez music now that you know that this situation has happened?
I don't think I've ever listened to it.
Really?
I'm
Do you know who he is?
no.
You don't know who he is?
Couldn't pick him up out of a lineup.
Out of a crowd? Oh my goodness. Yeah. He is a singer rapper from Toronto. Mm-hmm. If I want to say this kindly, he has a lot of similarities to Drake, but in his own way.
Okay.
He does the singing, he does the rapping, he has the kind of Drake flow in a lot of his songs, but he is finding his voice. He sounds like a lot of other artists. Like, he has a song called Temperature Rising where he sounds a lot like Chris Brown. Like, he's a very versatile artist. Put out Chicks Tape, which is great. He like remixed a bunch of early 2000 songs. He makes good music, and he's a very entertaining guy.
I want to see.
He's like 5'2", and like 120 pounds.
Little nugget.
And he has like a fake hairline, and a fake beard, fake teeth.
Yeah,
But we know what we know
this man.
about Tory Lanez is that he's a very ready to go guy. Like, he's you guys didn't see it, but there's a video of him ready to go after Travis Scott. Like, he's not somebody who is not ready to go.
To brawl?
Yeah. He's always ready, and he's admitted it. He has like little man syndrome. He's 5'2", and he's 100 pounds. You know? So he's like trying to prove that, you want to go?
But like with a woman?
That's another level. Mm-hmm. That's another level. And he didn't fight her. He shot her. Allegedly.
Right. That's insane.
That's another level. For some odd reason, this doesn't strike me the way I think it should. Because I almost expect that from him. Me knowing who he is.
Right.
Because I feel like if I heard that of another artist, that a big artist who was doing quarantine radio, who was big, just got to deal with YouTube. Like, quarantine was the best thing that ever happened to Tory Lanez. Put out a new album that went crazy. Like, this guy was creeping towards the peak of his career where he could make the most amount of money. He could be the most famous. He's that guy.
Yeah.
And the fact that he picked up a gun and shot a woman, to me, I just went, yeah, seems on brand for him.
Right.
And I think if it was somebody else, like if I heard, I don't know,
Drake.
Steve Carell,
right,
pick up a gun, I'd be like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah.
So now it's just up to what? Like, he went to jail, he bonded out. I don't know what charges he has. A lot of people saying he has no charges. So it's just like...
I think it's like up to the team as to figure out how they're going to, if he did shoot her, either spin it or react to her calling him out. Because I think if they're smart, which his team, knowing the type of person they're representing, they're like, shut up, sit down, we're going to figure this out. Don't say nothing, don't tweet nothing.
Yeah.
We're going to just go forward with what we have to do legally. Because she took it to the gram. She didn't do it like with her people, you know?
You know, I see a lot of people calling her a snitch. And
a snitch?
Yeah. Because she took it to Instagram. I know a lot of people don't want to touch this, but I'm going to touch it for a quick second.
Okay.
Meg, whether or not she is a gang member or a savage or this or that, or she's living a street life, I think the thing is, it's not so much about snitching because she got shot by a dude.
Right, that's why I said it like that.
Say it or not, you know, publicly, that's one thing. I don't know if I would have personally went straight to Instagram when this is not a joke.
Yeah.
This is not a PR thing. This is not about your career. This is not about the fans. It's not about any of that.
Yeah.
I would have been like, okay, I either need financial compensation or I will pursue you criminally. That's why, and I'm like, I get that people were making fun of her and saying, well, we don't believe that you got shot in the foot because she was out there twerking and being excited about her #1 song with Cardi. I get it. And when you look at the picture, she had tweeted a picture out, or she put it out somewhere, of her foot shot. Jeez. And the wound. And people were like, well, that's not a real wound. Like, I get it. But when you go to social media, you think you're solving the problem of, I'm going to shut them up by telling them the truth. Well, nobody cares about that. You're just opening up the door for more people to say dumb things to you. So I would have, like, I'm not here to say she shouldn't have, but if that was your way of seeking peace, I don't know if that's the right place to go, because now you have Blackstalgia talking about you.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what I meant is, like, I think I would have definitely kept it behind closed doors because people are going to find out. She's, like you said, has a #1 song right now. So people are going to definitely find out, but it's a serious issue. It's not like, I don't know. I can't even think of anything right now, but it's a serious issue. Like, if he shot you, if he really did shoot you, you need to figure that out legally with your teams. Yeah. Not take it to the gram, because of course you're going to have us being like, well, she didn't get shot, or he, you know.
Yeah, it's not the place to get therapy. It's not, you know, people are cold. You know, Instagram is a bunch of pictures and avatars, and people having the ability to make a fake profile or to
say whatever
whatever you want. And you're reading this and going, I have to react to this. And this is not a joke. You know? That's why I asked, because we have so many of situations not like this, but we have situations of artists in compromising positions. We often have that conversation about splitting the work and the person, splitting the talent and the person.
It's rough.
Do we do that again?
I have a hard time with that, honestly.
You like R. Kelly?
No. Like, R. Kelly came to mind, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. Like, those are just a couple people that you're like, what? I mean, Chris Brown, he's out for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't listen to him?
No. I mean, we don't have to get into Michael Jackson, but that's one where I'm like, well, he did have some bangers, but also, you know.
Well, I guess with Michael Jackson, there's more questions than there are answers.
Yeah, that's true.
So I take that into effect.
Yeah.
Whereas R. Kelly, there's more answers than there are questions.
There's more facts than anything. Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. Rashawn, are you a fan of anybody that you feel like you probably shouldn't be a fan of?
I stopped watching Woody Allen movies.
Really? Mm-hmm. What was the last one you watched? Blue Jasmine?
Blue Jasmine was actually, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Purposefully?
No, actually, no. That's not true. Yeah.
What?
The most recent film that I watched.
Oh, so you just decided this morning not to be a fan anymore.
No, Blue Jasmine was the most recent
okay.
film I watched.
I don't think I've ever seen a Woody Allen.
I've seen
movie.
a lot of his movies.
Woody Allen be making some good movies.
Ants. I've seen Ants. That's
Ants,
about it. I don't know if that counts.
That counts.
He makes some good movies. He has a movie, now I can't remember it, but he goes and he gets into a car that was in a cave for like 50 years. Somehow the car still works. Whatever. It's a great movie. I like Blue Jasmine too. I didn't even think I would like it.
I like
Blue
that movie.
Jasmine's great, yeah.
Do you watch Roman Polanski movies?
I
have.
think Rosemary's Baby is like a masterpiece, but I don't watch his movies anymore.
Yeah.
I mean
this
that's
is
like
kind
a
of like
clear cut
Yeah.
Yeah.
case. Can't
Because
really.
I'm like, what if, is it, and I'm truly asking this, if you didn't know, you know what I mean? You're watching this stuff and then all of this information comes out about a person.
Well, you
You
can't
know?
be held to what
Right.
you don't know, you know.
Yeah.
But once you know,
Stop watching that
you have
70
the
show is what
knowledge.
you're saying?
Some people have shown that since
why were
this
you
whole
watching in the beginning?
Tory and Meg thing has happened, Tory's streams have gone up by 4 times, 400%.
You think it's, well, I don't think you think this, but a PR stunt for both of them?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is her foot shot. I don't know if you guys want to see it.
I've seen it. I didn't.
I wanna
It's pretty graphic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's like the heel? Or the
I don't know
ankle?
how anyone could say that's not a gunshot though.
it's small. I think it's just because it's. I don't know what kind of gun or there was. I think there's another picture. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's a PR stunt. I don't know if Tory shot the ground
And it hit her.
and it hit her or whatever. But I think the bigger issue for Tory is that he felt like it was okay to pick up a gun
Right.
and use it as a tool, as an intimidation tool.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know I've done every job on the face of the planet. When I was a security guard and I had a baton, I wasn't even allowed to, I think the word is brandish, but I wasn't allowed to put my hand on it to make it seem like if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm going to use this on you.
Yeah.
I wasn't even allowed to do that. So if Tory, like, just the fact that he was like, I'm going to use this as a way to intimidate you
Crazy.
because we're mid-argument, already for me is like,
His ego was hurt.
yeah,
Had to be.
yeah.
Like, did you think Meg was gonna hit you? Like, what happened?
And if she does,
well, let
walk
accept
away.
the hit. Yeah.
Walk away. Like, there's a lot of things you could do. I mean, I get it. I think Meg is a full foot taller than this dude.
Absolutely.
And is like probably 40 pounds heavier than him.
yeah.
But you have your security there, you're there, her friend is there. Even if she hits you and you didn't have a time to run away or walk away or whatever, they will come and they will maybe hold her down to the ground for you to get away.
Right.
You don't have to hit anybody, but you could just, if you have to position yourself to say, yo, you're not going to hit me, you could pin them down to the ground until everything settles down, and then we could talk. Mm-hmm. If it has to be...
If it's going there.
Physical. Yeah. So, to me, like, if, I get being so angry that you want to reach for a weapon. I get it. But if it's dude to dude, hey. And even then, like, you have to pull the gun on me or brandish it, or you have to do something for me to react that way. It's not going to be my initial thought.
Yeah.
Even if I told you guys a story, like, even if it was a knife, I may pull it out and place it somewhere to be like, don't make me reach for this. But it's not going to be in my hand to say, like, take one more step. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And this is me with another dude.
Right. He had that shit on him.
It may not be the smartest thing to do, but it's just I don't want to use it.
Yeah. Last resort.
Yeah. Right. So to be like, we arguing, she's walking away.
Pop.
Let me get the gun.
And it seems like if she was walking away, were we not done?
Right. Conversation over. She probably said something slick.
I'm sure she did. You know what I mean? But even more reason to be like, fuck, she's walking away. Let me get back in my car or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
unfortunate.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That is nuts.